This personal brand strategy helped my client make 30K cash collected.
So since working with Zulab, I've made an extra 30,000.
Yeah. With less than 1,000 subscribers in just a few months. I've used the same technique to make 4.8K cash collected in 24 hours and moved to Miami as a 22-year-old who dropped out of college a year ago. So in this video, I'm gonna show you the new personal brand strategy that no one is talking about so you could get ready to buy clients on autopilot. I'll be going over the micro niched strategy that a lot of coaches are secretly using to make even over 100K a month. So you could just copy it. Imagine knowing that every video you post brings you one step closer to getting more clients without being a slave to the algorithm, without spamming cold DMs. It's like screaming into a microphone at an empty room, posting day after day, hoping someone finally cares enough to buy. But all you hear is silence. Okay, so the first thing that you really have to take into account, this is the fundamentals, is the whole reason that people create a personal brand is to increase trust, right? So trust is needed for you to make a sale, right? And get clients. Like as a fitness coach, this is what helps you get clients, right? People pay money not when they just kind of like watch you, but when you build deep trust with these type of people. Now, whether or not if people buy from you or not entirely depends on not if they can trust that you can solve their problem. Now, ideally with a personal brand, when you create videos, you pretty much show you're able to display your expertise in a way where you increase trust, which overall leads to a sale, right? So that's the great thing about having a personal brand, right? This perfectly leads me into the next thing, which is, you could post content on tons of places, right? You have Instagram where you could post and have a personal brand. You could have a personal brand in social media platform X. You could have you could post on TikTok, right? TikTok, and there's all these different platforms, right? And then also YouTube. But the thing is, on Instagram, it's good to build your personal brand for short attention span, right? So like you will get some eyeballs, you'll get new attention, which it's pretty good for that, right? But you don't really build a deep sense of relationship with the people that watch your thing for your online fitness coaching business, right? It's essentially like a 30 to 60 second video where it's more short form. And on X, people could say whatever, right? People just writing on there, so you're not able to really display your personality, like really, and people can't connect with you because as much as they could on a long video, because it's just text, right? And on TikTok, people often on TikTok, they have like a shorter attention span because it's just short form content, just like on Instagram. So it often attracts less serious people and less buyers, pretty much, right? Even like Alex Ramosi, he scaled a business past well over $100 million, and he said even for him, YouTube has converted 3 to 4 times higher than any other platform, right? So that's the advantage of YouTube, which is pretty much, you as an online fitness coach, you could post these workout tips, you could post all these different type of workout videos, but that's just people that are going to watch you. You're never going to end up building real trust with these people because it's just such a short form. It's super short, right? So people are going to see you and they're going to forget you, and your content is going to disappear immediately, right? Because you do work hard for your content, right? You post these content over and over and over again, but the thing is, it just disappears within like 24 hours, right? So that's the thing. And the advantage of YouTube is the simple fact that your content stays forever, right? Now, YouTube is one of the largest search engines in the world. With that being said, you're able to pretty much post a video right now that gets you qualified leads, that helps you get clients, that helps you get actual buyers years down the road. So you could post a video right now, and that video can bring you clients literally a week from now to 3 months from now to even 6 months from now to even years from now, right? So it's a compound effect. So as you start posting videos the right way and you have the right videos posted, right, it's just an effect, a compound effect that just stacks up compared to like the Instagram algorithm or any of these other social media platforms where it's more stagnant. So it's like you post once, that's your high spike, and then it just goes down, right? And now we all know what Albert Einstein said. If you don't, he said, compound effect is one of the eighth wonders of the world. So YouTube is pretty much taking advantage of this compounding effect, which is why you're going to actually be able to get clients with YouTube now. As you know, I showed you an example. That's how I've helped my clients do it, right? Because having a personal brand on YouTube just builds that relationship way more than any of these other social media platforms. Now, with that being said, I actually break down how to, attract the right people in another video. I'll link that down below. You guys could check that out. But once you have that, right, once you're able to attract these right people with YouTube, which is one of the best platforms to really have a personal brand for your online fitness coaching business, you're going to be able to crush it way more, right? And here's the thing with YouTube content. When you have the right type of content, like I mentioned, you should already know how to do this by now. But if you don't, just click down below and watch this video that I pretty much show you how to do it, right? So once you're able to create content that gets you qualified leads, then you're pretty much able to get client results because you fulfill, right? You fulfill your clients, and once you get client results, you turn that into YouTube content. So it becomes a flywheel, and you can market the client results and you actually end up getting more qualified leads, right? So this is just like an infinite flywheel that goes on over and over and over again that just helps you get more qualified leads. And like I mentioned, right, it compounds. So, I'm sure you've seen, even in your homepage, you've seen videos that were from like 1 to 5 years ago, even 10 years ago, that still shows up on your homepage, which proves to you that the YouTube algorithm literally promotes your videos. Now, with that being said, in order to get the qualified leads in the first place, right, you have to post the right type of content, right? You have to have the right type of content, the right messaging, and all these different things. Now, if you don't do these things properly, then you're going to be stuck for years. Like some of you guys have been posting content and you see no success. Maybe you might see some people that might be interested, that feel inspired, but at the end of the day, you're not bringing in more clients, right? And it's simply from the fact that you're not posting the right type of content. You clearly have something wrong. Now, you could row your boat for 10 years. You could think that you need to give it more time, right? And you think with more time, things are going to work. But if you're rowing the wrong direction, you're going to be stuck forever. You're not going to be making any real progress. Now, this is one of the backbones. Like once you have this, then you're going to be able to get qualified leads and actually truly impact people. But the reason you haven't been able to do this and get tons of qualified leads is simply from the fact that you don't have this backbone set up for your channel, right? Because if you did, then you would have serious people who are actually willing to invest rather than saying, oh, this is inspiring, rather than saying, oh, this is interesting, this is valuable, just leaving comments. You would get actual buyers, qualified people who are serious, right? Now, that's one of the big things about YouTube too, having a personal brand on YouTube, because you get serious people, right? Let's say, for example, you go to a coffee shop. When you walk towards a coffee shop, you know you're going to get coffee, right? So it's the same thing. In these other platforms, when you post on Instagram, when you post on TikTok, when you post on these short form platforms, people aren't there for searching for solutions, right? People are there to really just be entertained because it's short form content. You can't really absorb true knowledge and get value and actually implement these things from a 30 to 60 second video. I mean, think about it. You haven't done that either, right? So what makes you think other people are going to do that, right? But when you're able to have, longer videos, even 7 to 12-minute videos, then you're able to actually deliver right value. Now, when you're attracting the right people, you post the right type of content, you are going to be able to get qualified leads. And, you're going to actually be able to impact more people, so you get client results. Then it's rinse and repeat over and over and over again. Right? So those are one of the advantages of, just posting content on YouTube as an online fitness coach. Now, here's the thing. With having a personal brand on YouTube actually gets you market feedback, right? So you could post this video. Let's say this video is a 3 out of a 10, right? The video really doesn't get you too much qualified leads. Now this video is, let's say, a 7 out of 10, a 5 out of 10. This video is 5, and this video is a 9 out of 10, right? So as you start posting the right type of videos, you're going to be able to identify which videos are bad, which videos to stop posting, and which videos that you could double down on. Now, let's say you have a 9, right? A video with 9 that gets you tons of qualified leads and it gets you, actual clients. Now, what you could do is you could double down on 9s, and your channel is pretty much going to have a bunch of 9 videos, and over time you could improve it and make that video a 10. So it's pretty much a client generating machine, right? It's just about having that backbone and posting the right stuff, right? The way that you start is super important. And this is going to help you so much as an online fitness coach, because it's just going to accelerate the trust that you build. It's going to accelerate your progress for your business, right? As you scale it and even get more clients. Now, market feedback is perfect too, because, I'm sure a lot of you guys haven't started YouTube, but the thing is, when you post on YouTube videos, you pretty much know more of what the market wants and what the market wants to hear and what the market likes, right? So when I was a fitness coach, I remember I would post endless content. I'm going to show you guys here on my Instagram. As you could see right here, I would wake up every single day, 7 days a week for an entire year straight, just rowing the boat wrong. And I was just posting the wrong type of videos. As you can see, I'd wake up at 4:30 a.m. every single day, right? But the thing was, I was rowing my boat the wrong way. So I didn't know what I was doing, right? So I was stuck, right? I was like, okay, I'm gonna just give him more time. And because I didn't have the backbone, I was stuck. I was stuck for so long, right? I was rowing, and nothing was working out. But here is the thing. When you have the backbone right, then you are actually able to get true market feedback, and then you're able to get clients, which is how, as soon as I use this proven system, my clients have been able to literally get clients and make money through YouTube, right? And it's all organic, so you don't have to spend money on ads. You don't have to send tons of these cold DMs and things in that nature. With that being said, you get ready to buy leads, right? Like a YouTube video, like for example, this video that I posted on how my client made 30K with only 687 subscribers. This video got me calls booked and it got me qualified leads, right? And I have some calls with some people that watch this video who are ready to buy. I literally have them on my calendar. I had 4 calls booked recently, and about those 4, 2 of them want to buy, right? They want to buy and they booked a follow-up call with me, right? So when they watch these long form videos, like the people that you want to help, when they watch these videos, you're just going to 10x trust. You're going to literally multiply the trust. And when you multiply the trust, they're going to turn into ready to buy because they trust you. They know you could help them with their pain point, and all you do is simply solve it, right? And you could truly display your expertise, because you see, right now you might post on Instagram, you might post on X, but you're not able to truly show that you know these different things, right? Because you have the knowledge. You can truly transform these people's life. It's not like it's not like it's fluff, right? But the thing is, you're still invisible, and you haven't been able to shed light on exactly what you know, simply from the fact that you haven't posted long form YouTube videos. Look over here. I showed an entire coaching call of me helping out my clients, right? To show that I'm an expert. So when people jump on a call with me, they already know I'm an expert and I'm already seen as an authority. And it's one of the strategies that I tell my clients. They've seen a massive difference, because before, some of them, they would only post on Instagram. Some of them would just do straight up outbound cold email and things in that nature, right? Cold DMs. But the thing is, once you're actually able to show your expertise in a long form video, because I get exactly where you are. You have tons of value. You could change these people's life, but they just don't trust you yet. And it's having a YouTube channel is literally that bridge that fills in that trust, right? So it's a no-brainer why you shouldn't have it, right? So here's what I'll tell you guys. Click the link below and book a free strategy call if you guys want to, start using YouTube to get more clients. And I am only taking 3 more spots this week. So make sure you guys book a call down below, and we'll identify exactly what your bottleneck is and map out a future plan so you could start immediately. And talk to you guys soon.